Would you look at the report from the 12th or 13th of November? Missing person James Stewart.
Just a minute, sir. Yes, we have Mrs. Stewart's report. Her husband supposedly hasn't returned from a funeral of his old patient.
Sir William?
Exactly, sir.
Perhaps he has not left at all. Thank you, officer. I have a problem and only you can help me.
If that is so, I am at your disposal.
I have to know what happened immediately after the funeral. I'm asking specifically about James Stewart, Sir William's personal doctor.
I do not know what you wish to hear.
Anything? Did you see him leave or talk to anyone? He might have been distressed. Can you recall anything?
I am afraid I cannot.
Which is rather strange. Just any information. For example, who he talked to, or who he sat next to at the funeral. I'm beginning to think that you don't want to tell me.
Enough, detective. I cannot bear these insults.
That's rather convincing. I'm sure he knows something. But I doubt he is the murderer and ghoul.
I do not have to listen to this. If I may, I need some fresh air.
Help yourself. I won't prevent you, but don't go any further. I really hope he stays where he is. Would you please have a look at this? Look carefully.
What is it?
Human nails. To be more specific, Sir William's nails, which were found on the inner side of the coffin's cover.
I do not understand.
I'll explain immediately. A man wakes up in the dark and realizes he is locked in a small space. Let's say in a coffin, turns mad with fright and clapper claws all over the place. Then focuses on the cover, the only possible escape. It starts suffocating, and his madness would escalate so much that he stops feeling pain. And he'd cut himself out through the wood with his bare hands. He frantically claws at the wood, but his nails wouldn't stay in their natural places.
Enough! Enough! Please, stop! Sir William was truly...
Alive, Father Mulcahy. This is clear evidence that he was buried alive.
What are you saying? That could not have happened. Stewart, the family doctor, signed the death certificate.
Sir, come over here and have a look.
Do you have the body?
I have a body, sir, but it's not Sir William.
What?
We took him out and identified him immediately, sir. It's the doctor, sir, James Stewart. We all knew him, sir.
So he stayed here after all? I must see him.
Go around the cemetery all the way to the bridge, sir. The body got stuck under a branch, otherwise it would have been carried much further. I left one of my men there, sir. Do you need company?
No, I think I know where it is. Thank you, Carter. Good job.
Detective, I just overheard what your colleague reported to you. I need to talk to you.
What's the rush? You need to unburden your conscience.
Yes, I confess that I was withholding something from you, but I cannot be silent anymore.
It'll have to wait.
Of course, I will wait here.
Just don't get murdered. A suspiciously fast death has been known to occur in similar circumstances.
You have really comforted me, Detective.
Detective Briscoe. And you are?
Robin, sir.
I've come to see the body.
It's over there by the stairs.
You know who it is?
Yes, his name's James Stewart, a local doctor, for those who could afford him.
Well done, Robbins. Where exactly did you find him?
Right over there, sir, under the bridge. Poor devil got stuck under this branch.
He was carried quite a distance. He might have still been alive. Tried to swim.
I'd say he was already dead. Got a nasty wound on the neck, but you know what's strange? Doesn't seem to have bled.
Well, what do you think about this?
Something must have sucked him, sir, I'm sure of it.
An interesting theory. I've not chased a vampire before. Stay here for now.
Sir, must I work alone?
Are you afraid?
Oh, no, sir, never on duty. But one never knows.
Forget it. I can afford no more people. You'll have to manage on your own.
Yes, sir.
The theory that Sir William has been kidnapped by the family doctor has been disproved. I have to follow a different lead. He has a deep wound on his neck, but I can't see a single drop of blood. Pretty scary. This means even more paperwork. Mixing it is as easy as a child's game. It should be enough. I have to wait a few minutes. It should be enough. I have to wait a few minutes. No, I'm sure it wasn't his shoes which left the imprint in front of the church. No, I'm sure it wasn't his shoes which left the imprint in front of the church. know. I'm sure it wasn't his shoes which left the imprint in front of the church. Do you still wish to tell me something?
Yes.
You saw something that night, am I correct?
No, but I heard something. There was a fight. Someone was screaming.
Do you know who it was? Your grave digger?
I do not know, really. I have been trying to forget. I was mad with fear. I closed the door and blocked my ears. I prayed out loud to deafen the rampage outside.
Is this all you wanted to tell me?
No. Earlier on, at the funeral, I saw something. Perhaps it is not important, but Dr. Stewart surely argued with Lady Miriam. He strongly demanded something, but she obviously refused.
Do you know what the subject of the argument was? Did you overhear any words?
I had the impression he wanted to look into the coffin, but the lady refused. Yes, it might have been so. Now that I know that Sir William... it must have been so.
So you think he wanted to make sure that Sir William is truly dead?
Yes, it makes sense.
That explains why Dr. Stewart did not come home after the funeral. He stayed somewhere near the cemetery and waited until everybody left. His conscience troubled him, and he obviously paid for it. Tell Lady Miriam that Mr. Stewart's body was found. I think she'll be familiar with the name.
Oh my goodness, isn't it over yet?
Far from it.
I'll tell her right away.
If this doesn't get that old lady to pick up the phone, then nothing will.
Milady will call you in a minute. Your news upset her very much.
I do apologize. Yes, madam, I'm listening very carefully. I don't want to violate your privacy, madam, but you surely understand that the circumstances under which your grandson's body disappeared are very serious. Exactly. Mr. Stewart, your family doctor, is dead. When was the last time you saw him? And did you talk to him? I have a witness to your argument. Did he ask you for another examination of Sir William's body? It wasn't nonsense, as you think, Lady Lewis. I found evidence that Sir William, your grandson, still lived. Actually, he was buried alive. I'm terribly sorry to have to tell you that. Madam? Lady Lewis, are you all right? Miss, hurry to your lady. Take her a glass of water or something stronger.
Oh my goodness, Lady Miriam!
Lady Lewis? Thank God. Are you all right? I sent the maid to you. I'm terribly sorry, but all the evidence seems to make clear what happened that night. When your grandson was buried, I can't explain why your doctor first claimed Sir William was dead. And then it seems changed his mind. But it's a fact that your grandson was not dead. I'll spare you all the details, dear lady, but please consider my advice. I'd like one of my best guards to stay here. He will protect you and intervene if necessary. I understand you don't wish it, but there is a chance Sir William is alive and that he will come back home. No, of course I'm not going to hunt him. He suffered from a terrible shock, and he'll need medical assistance. But at the same time, I can't rule out the possibility he'll be aggressive. 2 people died, madam. All right, this is your decision, and I'm inclined to respect it. But I have to warn you. If Sir William returns home, immediately inform the police. Good day. Her reaction was convincing. Pity I had to tell it to her in such a way. But I needed to make sure she has nothing to do with the case. Maybe I could visit the print worker, see if he has changed his mind. He's had enough time for that.
A detective, do you have a minute? You just won't believe this. The printer wants to talk to you.
Did he say why?
No, but he seems willing to confess.
I'll see him right away, thank you. Did you want to talk to me?
Yes, I want to tell you everything I know.
Really? What changed your mind?
You can judge us, but we're just keeping the public informed of events. We ain't no murderers.
Go on.
Back then, Nate really was at the cemetery before you. Someone had sent him a message early that morning. Probably one of his informants. He has them all over the place.
Let's say that is so. When I appeared, he had to act as if he were taking photographs, so I wouldn't suspect how the photographs made it into the papers.
Exactly.
Who is his informant? I have to check this.
You ask him. Just before the patrol came, he got another message.
What a coincidence, right? Where did he go then?
Wilson Street. Some tailor's shop or something.
For goodness sake, you nitwit, what kind of game are you playing? I was there today and spoke to the tailor. He was all right.
If you say so. I'm just telling you what Nate told me. The tailor's shop on the corner of Wilson Street. You do with it whatever you please.
Why would the journalist be interested in the tailor? What's going on here? The master key should be somewhere here, if the tailor didn't lie. He didn't. Here it is. I don't know what to expect. Another victim? Or the journalist laughing at me? I'll find it out immediately. I just have to be careful.